What is up, my friends? How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day today, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, striving and thriving, baby. That's what I hope everybody's doing today. Thanks for stopping in with me today, guys, and just talking with me a little bit about some flicks. You know, I love to talk about them, and today's no different. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie from 1984. Before we get into it, hit that like and subscribe button for me. Today, we're talking about Silent Night, Deadly Night. Now, cult classic. Everybody loves this movie apparently, or it's highly thought of in the horror community. And so I've never seen it. I've tried to find copies of it to buy just so I can say I own a copy. I've tried to find it to buy a digital copy of it. I can't find it. But for the Black Friday sale, they had Silent Night, Deadly Night on sale to rent for $1.99. I said, you know what? $2 to watch this movie I've been wanting to see for years. Why not? So you know what I did, guys? I bought it. I rented it. And I took it for a spin. And man, I don't know. Maybe it's a time thing. Maybe I should have seen it when I was new to horror films and it would have inspired me. Or maybe I should have seen it when I was younger in life. But it did not do anything to really impress me. I hate to say it. The story is, I don't know, it feels not preposterous, but it's a little over the top, you know? So this family, there's a robber. He steals some stuff. He meets this family kind of on the highway, winds up, doing horrible, unspeakable things, and the only person that survives is the child, is the older son, right? And he's so traumatized, he goes through the system all his life. And then finally, and he's always traumatized by Santa Claus because the killer was Santa Claus, right? He was dressed as Santa Claus. And so every time he sees a Santa Claus, he loses it. But then eventually he snaps and he dons a Santa Claus outfit and goes on a killing spree. And I mean, sure, that's fun, I guess. If I would have seen it when I was no, I probably shouldn't have seen it when I was 12 or 13, but if I would have seen it when I was 12 or 13, it probably would have stuck with me more than being a 40-year-old man, you know what I mean? Because I just didn't. I've seen things worse in my time of movie watching than what was shown there. But for 1984, I'm sure that was pretty dadgum risque. It was pretty graphic, some of the things they showed. But it wasn't, so graphic that it's I'll put Saw to shame. No. You know what I mean? But I guess in its time, I could see where it garnered a cult following for being kind of that, gritty, raw, a little more violent than normal horror flick, slasher flick. So I could see where it got its following from. I personally, like I said, I thought it was okay. I thought the acting was kind of, corny because there's a bunch of TNA guys. I mean, you know what I mean? A ton of it. Because this guy gets his rocks off to killing, girls and guys that are doing it because he has to punish them. He wants to punish. And was a weird, I guess it served its purpose. That was a weird, creepy thing for him to say, punish, as he's killing people. That's unnerving. But, overall, I just didn't think it was that great of a movie. You know what I mean? It was directed by this guy named Charles E. Sellier Jr. And, he directed a few other things, but this was probably his best. You know what I mean? And this wasn't even that good. I think the main shtick here was to, deconstruct the Santa Claus thing. It's Christmas. You're expecting Santa Claus to come down your chimney and give you gifts, not chop you up. You know what I mean? And I think that was kind of what they were going for here, was to make Santa Claus scary. I'm not sure if they'd had a Santa Claus horror movie before this, but there have been plenty afterwards. And that's kind of where we get, what is it? Santa Sleigh with Goldberg and stuff like that. So, it's inspired other films in a way. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, guys. I will be right back. So overall, I thought that Silent Night, Deadly Night was subpar. I didn't particularly care for it. I give it 1 thumbs up because it was, it's nothing, it wasn't special to me. It didn't really do anything for me. It didn't, all I could really see was how, like I said, people probably thought it was a little raw, a little more gritty than your average fare back then. And it inspired Santa Claus killer films from here to eternity. And so for that, I got to give it its props. It's not terrible for doing that. But overall, I personally didn't enjoy it. If you have seen it, then, let me know what you think about it. If you haven't seen it, then, by all means, go watch it. Go check it out and see if it is something that you would enjoy. And then you can also see how it had influenced films later down the road. And you can see how it also was how it garnered a cult following back then and today. I mean, people still talk about it today. I mean, it was one of those movies that they really kind of dove into in that Shudder horror documentary series that's like 10 hours long. But it was the 80s Into Darkness or Out of Darkness or whatever it's called. Yeah, so I think overall, you guys should check it out if you want to, but it wasn't for me. So, 1 thumb up. Check it out if you want to. If you can find it anywhere to even rent, good luck with that. I did it on Prime Video, so maybe you guys can find it on there if you really want to check it out. But other than that, that's it for Silent Night, Deadly Night, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't done it yet, hit that like and subscribe button. And I'm going to keep making them as long as you guys keep watching them. Peace out, my friends. God bless you, and I will see you soon.